country like we do. United Country.
In our studio today are two of my favorite people. I'm having such a good day because fun and double fun are here. It's Debra Geiger and Christy Harris. And if you guys haven't met these two ladies, boy, are you missing the boat. They're terrific. And you guys are you're doing so many exciting things. But we're going to talk about one thing today. To share food is to share life. What do you call this exactly?
It's public art for Atchison.
And we're doing it down in the farmers market area.
That's right.
And you guys came up with this idea when?
In January, actually, we did a public art event last year, and it really changed how people were talking in the town for the day, and we got a tremendous response from that. So we decided that we were definitely going to do public art, and Christy and I started researching public art and what it actually does for a community. And we wanted that to be something that was permanent in our community, and we started brainstorming on places in our town where culture was happening that could use a little vibrancy, sprucing up, and the farmers market was an obvious choice.
And you know, the marketplace, with that industrial backdrop of the railroad tracks, and you've been down there before, you know, there's a sound and safety issue that's always been part of our market. And so this is not only going to add that vibrancy and kick it up a notch there, it's also provides a sound and safety barrier for the railroad tracks.
Sure.
So what it is, for anybody that's listening that doesn't have a visual, we are taking 2 city blocks on the farmers market, and we are putting in 18 by roughly 4-foot panels, and there'll be a total of 40 that go along. We're leaving the large trees and the light posts, and S&R Betts will pour these concrete panels, and then the community comes down during the summer, and we are going to mosaic them. So at the end, you'll have this vibrant, beautiful farmers market backdrop.
And I know Steve's going to come down as soon as we need to raise a little bit more money. Is that?
We're so close.
We are so close.
So Steve's going to come down, and Steve owns the Betts Concrete. So they're going to start this, and as soon as they get those poured, now they have to cure for a little while before we can do anything with it.
And then we have our art directors that are going to go and rough in the design so that when the public comes down to apply the mosaic tiles, they'll get, you know, a bucket of tiles that are appropriate for a certain area, and they're free to use their own creative styling to put the tiles in the pattern that they like. There'll be different colors and sizes perhaps in there. And, you know, so that'll help us organize the project for the people so it makes sense when they go down there.
Now, are the tiles, when they're applied to the concrete, are they going to say things, or tell me what they're...
No,
what are you talking about, the art directors?
The art directors have come up with a design using color as a dominant unification principle. So you're not going to see like a giant ear of corn. This is going to be a timeless movement of color through the panels. And that really helps us be able to invite the community to come down and help, because we're not doing subject matter. It's a little bit more abstract.
More of a color.
It's color movement through the panel. And the inspiration was, obviously, we're an agriculture town.
Sure.
We're also a river town. And so the movement of color within the panels is representative of both our agriculture and our river town.
Cool.
And within the mosaic, we have a place for these gorgeous marine quality metal plates. And the metal plates come in different sizes, and people can put their name, their farm name, their business name, whatever they want on these tiles, and they'll be placed in there. We have these nameplates do have money attached to them that will go towards funding the project. But you know, for a project with this kind of longevity, to be able to provide that experience for future generations to walk along the wall and find Grandma and Grandpa's name and remember the time in Atchison
Sure.
when all this was happening. It is really, really a super special
Oh, and
opportunity.
what a great tribute to your family
Oh,
or
yeah.
to your parents or to anybody out
Yes.
there that is just doing a fantastic job in the community.
And it's like this living history piece of
Uh-huh.
who we are as a community at this moment
at this
in time.
moment in time.
Yeah, so 50, 75 years from now, you know, it'll be very nostalgic to have
Kind
those
of like
names on
it's
there.
kind of like the stained glass windows in the churches
Yes.
that they used to do, and they'd put the family name below it.
And these naming opportunities start with as little as $50.
Wow.
And you know what? If that's too much for people, what about just applying your place in tiles? That is something too, to say this is the place where we put these tiles on.
Now, one of the things that you guys are telling me is that you've had some folks with the community, Highland College. Tell me about that with the welding.
Well, this whole entire project is about collaboration, building community, building pride. And the way that we're incorporating that into this project is it is completely funded, and the professionals that are doing it are right here, all from Atchison. So Chelsea Bell, who is a senior, well, she's probably graduated as of today, maybe. She is a civil engineer up at Benedictine College, and she took time out of her busy life with finals and did a schematic of what the middle gate looks like. And then Highland Technical College, their students, their advanced students, had a little bit of time at the end of this school year. And so
Is that the welding class?
Yes, it's the welding class. So they actually started welding the center gate of the exhibit, and it's sitting in Gerald Girardi's driveway right now getting painted.
Yeah.
The city is involved. Of course, they gave us permission to use those 2 city blocks.
2 city blocks from how cool is our city?
Yeah.
To say we can donate this land for art.
So we have them, we have the Atchison Area Chamber of Commerce, we have the county, and then AAECD, Atchison Area Economic Development Corporation. They are interested in it too. Because this project, a project like this, ripples out in so many different ways that benefit the community that you don't even realize it at first until you start looking at the effects. The economy will change. Once you get beautiful things and beautiful spaces, people will hang around longer. They will spend more money. Other people will start improving their property because they don't want to be the ugly dog next to this gorgeous
Exactly.
mosaic.
Positive activity breeds positive activity.
It absolutely does. So, and mostly we're hoping at the end of this that by coming together and building something, that it is a great practice for us to come together and build other things, solve other problems. Once you start working together and get people used to that, the sky's the limit of
It
what you
is.
can accomplish.
I just get so excited when I see people like you two because you're bulldozers, you know.
We know.
I'm going to go around you or through you, but I'm going to get there. Aren't you
It's
two?
a blessing and a curse.
It is a blessing and a curse.
Tell me about it. I've been that way my whole life, so tell me about it.
Oh, we have got some wonderful volunteers that put in so many hours just to help make all of these things happen. We have
Our go-to people
Yeah.
like Gerald Girardi, Patty Bouldridge,
Rhonda Crossland,
John Bishop is huge. I mean, Allison McFerrin. Some of these people take time almost daily out of their day to
well, they do daily for different periods of the year.
Yeah. To help make Atchison a better place. They all believe that if we put public art in, that it's going to have a significant impact, not just in our economy, but in the quality of life and the relationships of people in this town. So we're pretty blessed to be surrounded by these kind of people.
Absolutely. And not just for these times, but in the future. The things that we do now are going to change what Atchison is like in the future for future generations. We really invite all of these civic groups to contact the Art Association to get time to come out as an organization to work together on this project. This project is huge. There are 20 concrete panels that we would like to have the mosaic by, potentially by the end of the summer. It's a lofty goal, but if there's enough interest, it's going to happen. If not, we'll pick it up again a little bit later. I mean, we're flexible that way, but
In the spring. It'll
Yeah,
definitely
in the
be
spring.
done in the spring.
Yeah, it'll be done by the spring.
We've got phone numbers, websites. Give us all of that. And we're going to do that twice. So
Okay, so our website is atchisonart.org, and our phone number is 367-4278.
So if anyone wants to make donations, that would be terrific.
It would
right?
be, and you can get a donation form online at atchisonart.org, or if you look in your water bill this month, each water bill will contain one of these flyers, and you just fill out the bottom, remit it, and on the back it will ask for the information that you actually want on the plates that go into the mosaic.
Right, and every
It's a
donation
memorial.
from $50 upward comes with, space on a nameplate. So there's plenty of options for everybody, and depending on how much space you want, there's different size plates. You can look at it in your water bill or at atchisonart.org.
And the other thing is giving a donation to the Atchison Art Association. It is tax deductible, so you're helping the community, helping your taxes, honoring people, and making a difference in a small community. So it's just win-win.
And you get a 1-year membership
Yeah.
to the Art Association. It is just a gift that keeps on giving.
Now, give us all those numbers again.
Okay, so our telephone number is 367-4278, and our website is atchisonart.org, and if you want to email us, it's atchisonart@gmail.com.
And I'll have some of these flyers at my farmers market booth starting this Saturday. And I'd be happy to talk to people, answer questions, hand out flyers. So,
Oh, go by Christy's booth, because I love these flyers, because it's so hard for our, you can't see real well on radio.
Right.
But so it's real hard for you all to see what this is going to look like. But on the flyers, Christy will have those with you, right? On Saturday.
We'll be there at the farmers market, and you'll be able to see. You can look at the flyer, you can see the trees and the lampposts, and envision right there before you
What it's gonna look
be.
like.
It is really
Every
amazing
time-
to do that.
Every time I drive by there, I can visualize it. It's so exciting.
It is so exciting. I can too. When we were explaining it to people, I told
They
Patty,
kind of give you that deer in the
yeah,
headlights
I told
look,
Patty
don't they?
Boldridge, I'm like, get us an artist rendering, because I don't think people can see what we see.
They don't.
Right,
No
and
one
Patty
does.
Boldridge did the artist rendering that is on the flyer. It is gorgeous. You've got to see it.
And that's exactly true. I tell people when they're getting their houses ready, you got to have it ready to show, because people can't see it unless it's there in front of them, or at least on paper. They may be able to envision it, but when all three of us are talking about it, our audience won't realize it until they can go down there and see it. Now, what's happening in July? Because you said something around July 5th. What's going on then?
July 5th is the first Saturday that the public is invited to come down. We'll be ready. The concrete walls will be up. The pattern will be on the wall. We should have the tiles in the buckets. And that's the first Saturday that the public can come down and actually start building the mosaic.
And then if people are 4-H leaders or scout leaders, anything like that, church groups, you can be groups, and the groups are going to come on a specific. How are you setting this up?
We're flexible. We will work with the groups. The groups are invited to call the Art Association and just let us know when you want to be there, and we will work to get an art director there to assist you and to guide you in the process.
Great. Well, I can tell you my son's girlfriend is a art major. And so I've already told her she had to come down here and help with it. So
Perfect.
Mike and Monica, Eminem, will be there when you guys open on that. Is it a Saturday? Is
It's
the 5th
July 5th, and it's every Saturday until
Saturday.
the market closes,
Until-
after July 5th. Yes.
Okay, so I am
Weather contingent, of course.
sure. But I am so excited about and so excited about you too. You are so awesome. You're just awesome people. And if you guys get a chance, meet these people. Debra Geiger and Christy Harris, they are two of my all-time favorite people in the world, and they're dynamite and doing great things for Atchison. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Louise.
you for
It's
having us.
always my pleasure to see both of you. And Will you come back and tell me what more things that are going on? I know Christy has to come back because we're going to build agritourism in this county, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We're
And
going
this
to
is
do
a
it.
great start.
It is a great start.
This-
Farmers market's a great start.
The
Yes.
farmers market is a great start for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it ripples out in ways you can't even imagine.
So you guys are going to come back and talk to me again because I want to get updates on
We'll
this.
come back every time you ask us, Louise.
No, you call me and tell me too because we want to stay in touch, okay?
All right, we will stay in touch.
Thanks, girls.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Thank you.
And remember, call me for everything real estate. 367-3116.